Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Go for a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to a Friday where you know it's on the schedule. It's a fist, wherever you want it to be.
Very deep inside, touching you in places that you never knew existed. It feels so full and deep.
I don't want to learn anything new about bodies.
Why not?
Or my body. No, I just recently saw this TikTok of this person who had given birth and was in postpartum and breastfeeding and was like having horrible back pain for like months and months and months and like couldn't figure out. They wouldn't order an MRI, and then she finally figured out that it was like, I think I called it pregnancy or postpartum and breastfeeding like induced like osteoporosis, where her body wasn't replenishing calcium, and so her back was breaking in multiple places every day. And I was like, wow, I'm not interested in that.
Okay.
You know?
That's something new that I didn't know could happen.
Yeah, and I don't like learning things like that. What's the point of it? Who's that for? Me, but future me is actually none of my business.
I like how we went from fisting to this.
Well, because you were saying you're going to go to places in your body that you've never heard of, like you've never known before, and I was like, I don't need to learn anything new about my body.
Well. Welcome to a brand new episode of Fisting Friday, where we read the results from a previous episode of But Am I Wrong? As in previous, as in not the one that came out yesterday, but the one last week. Why? Because we give you time to participate and vote. And I think a lot of people might have been thrown off by this one because it went up so fast.
I know. Look at me.
We didn't have a lot of people writing in.
Sorry, everybody. I got you so used to me being so delayed and late that they were like, you actually just can't spring on us this like prompt nature. We are not expecting that from you.
Well, that person that you're just talking about, that
Beyonce?
says no, yes, Beyonce, but the person that was like, what cow girl things can I get into that aren't horse related since they're allergic to horses? They said that their favorite song is Buckin', and in that song, Beyonce says, like a mechanical bull, so they can go get on a mechanical bull.
Responded, they said, well, at the bottom, they said, also, I know the irony of it. I was like, that's fun. Though I have to say, I'm past the age of being on a mechanical bull.
You know, I think you'll get back there.
Maybe. You know?
Yeah.
I could see it in my future. I don't see it in my present, though.
No. I can see it for you. Because you're going to get on one with me.
Just not Saddle
with
Ranch.
me.
Imagine just us trying to stay on one at the same time.
No chance.
I would fly off.
And I'd be pissed at you.
Without a doubt. I'd have to go first. You'd have to be back there. Because the thing that really, like, I found that was one of the reasons why I could not ride a mechanical bull well is because my body is shaped like Flat Stanley. So, like, there is no but to kind of, you know, the seat of it can kind of like give you a little bit of a curve. And if you don't have that, there's no sticking.
There's a lot of assless people that ride horses, though.
Facts. I just need to work on those thighs.
Yeah. It's
hey,
the
I
thigh
still have
shape.
those thigh muscles no matter what. No matter what. Okay, so we will read the results.
I want y'all to write in and let me know if you'd like to see a video of Meghan crushing a watermelon with her thighs.
We'll have to clear that with my cardiologist first. He's gonna go, okay, I don't care. Whatever the fuck you want to do. He thinks I'm so fucking weird. He'd be like, okay, weirdo. Okay, so this is for episode 95. First up, Meghan says airplanes are the new printers. 95% said I am not wrong. 5% said that I am wrong. Someone said, brilliant take, perfectly articulated. Thank you, Meghan. You know what? You are welcome, Amy. You're fucking welcome. Someone said, please make planes with the new printers t-shirt for a future merch drop. I kind of love that.
Agree.
I'm very interested in that. My boyfriend is an airplane mechanic here in Chicago. Here, we love this. We love Chicago, by the way. Every time someone brings up Chicago, we have to let everyone know we love Chicago, except when it's so cold and so hot.
Except for when I got pneumonia.
Well, that's because it was cold.
Yeah.
So we love it, except for the extremities. Hearing the behind the scenes from him is so concerning. The mechanics are rushed to get every plane out on time before all else. It's terrifying to think that there's something that sometimes no way that they are able to perform all the safety and maintenance checks in the turnaround time that the airlines require. They are reprimanded if a plane is at all behind, even if it's because they're performing maintenance that is critical. The priorities of these airlines need to change ASAP before more people get hurt.
That's terrifying.
Yep. Wholeheartedly agree. This comparison would have never crossed my mind, but it also made me realize that every printer I've ever dealt with sucked. Yeah. That's, you know?
I mean, did you, I know that you heard that episode because I know who you are, where Meghan talked about printers.
But most people, they heard that episode, and if they had never experienced it, they were like, okay, whatever. But there are people who then messaged me after that episode, and they're like, my work printer has not like stopped working, and then like they actually just can't fix it. We have to get a new one. And they're like, and I never thought about it, and now I'm like, damn, she was right. I listened to this episode while on an airplane. Thanks for that. I'm so sorry. I probably should have offered a trigger warning, being like, if you're on an airplane, just skip ahead. Capitalism is so crazy because they won't fix their planes because they'll still keep making money even if people are traumatized, injured, or die. It was already hard enough to convince me that hurtling in a metal tube through the sky was safe, and now the metal tubes are falling apart. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think Meghan is wrong, but the whole situation makes me mad as someone who's friends with multiple pilots because I know how many checks they do on planes beforehand and that they walk around the plane and check everything. So I'm just confused how these things happen since both pilots and airline engineers check before a flight takes off. So that one is like, it's the manufacturer is the issue. It's not.
But also, like, the other person wrote in and said that their boyfriend is like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
There's
like,
a lot of other things that are happening that aren't actually happening.
Yeah, it's not, and it's also the stuff that's happening is not to the point where when we hear of these horrible events happening, despite the fact that Boeing's like, well, they should check this, and it's like, well, no, that's just a bad cover up, because you can't. Most of these things are not things that are whether in their routine check or things that they could even check for when they're like internal problems and that stuff. And so it's like people signing off too early on there. Mm-hmm. And I forgot to mention the part that was the craziest in all of this is the fact that after the whistleblower came out, he was found dead in his car.
Yes.
So that's not suspicious at all. Not at all. And I would just love if we could get Pizza Gators on this because I'm like, do you want a real conspiracy theory? How about this?
Yeah. Spend your time wisely.
Come on. And I think those are the only ones for that one.
And then up next we have me. Rants on about politicians who voted to ban TikTok but openly use TikTok. Who is wrong? 1% said that I was wrong. 99% said that I was not wrong. No, there weren't any for mine.
Then we have writer number 1 versus their hookup who is in love with them. I like so desperately need to hear more about. Like I've been thinking about this one, and I'm like,
what are y'all doing now? Yeah,
like if I could be a fly on the wall anywhere in the world right now, I'm not kidding, it would be there. Like I just need to fucking know. So then we have 88% said the writer is wrong. 12% said the writer is not wrong. And someone said, she's so wrong, but man, I could have written this like 10 years ago. Spoiler alert, I married my quote unquote monogamous friend. After a year, he was like, you're literally meeting my whole family tomorrow. So, you're my girlfriend, right? I was like, okay, fine. That's so funny. I love that. I voted wrong. I think that you guys were right about everything that you said. I understand if she in her mind decided this was a casual thing, if she made herself think that way, but there's no way that after 2 years, the thought never crossed her mind or a conversation about what are we never happened. A rare time for me to sympathize with a man. Yeah, that's like the part that I'm like, but you made me be like, this man is right. And I hate that. I hate that. That is not my instinct. Do you know how painful it is for us to get on here and say that?
Right. It's very painful.
Look at this nice, honest, kind man. Ugh, yuck.
Don't worry. When we get to Thursday for next week, I got something for you.
Ooh, okay. Back to my element.
Yeah.
Bashing a man.
All right. Then we've got writer number 2 versus friend who they don't actually like, who wants a job referral. 10% said the writer's wrong. 90% said the writer is not wrong. So recently I've been having a problem where I keep blaming men, but like I for real think this boldness of being a bad friend and having a bad portfolio and asking someone for a job is such a man thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like who else would even think,
As a podcast network, our first priority has always been audio and the stories we're able to share with you. But at Realm, we also sell some pretty cool merch, and organizing that was made both possible and easy with Shopify. When you think about successful businesses like Aloe or Allbirds or Skims, an often overlooked secret is the business behind the business that makes selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. That's because nobody does selling better than Shopify. It's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret that's definitely worth talking about is that Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%. That's more happy customers and way more sales going. If you're hoping to grow your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realm, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/realm to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/realm.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Then we have my wrong of the week nominated Nickelodeon. 97% said Nick is wrong. 3% said they are not wrong. I guess I probably should have used past tense. It's like was wrong. Someone said, oh my God, no, I voted wrong. Those fuckers are so wrong. And Dan Schneider will burn. Yeah, Mott's and I were watching random like kids like theme songs from like old TV shows because we're like 3.5 years apart most of the time. And even in that sense, like I found that the quickest like cultural turnaround is like children's shows and like that kind of like once you get older, you'll have like overlap in like pop culture stuff. But that is like so wildly different. He had never seen the Proud Family theme song. And I was like, first of all,
that doesn't make sense though if I've seen it and you've seen it.
Well, so when he showed me what he was watching, so we're also influenced by siblings. His brother's like 5 or 6 years older than him.
Yeah, his brother's like my age.
So he was watching but his brother was watching old stuff when he was a kid. So he was watching like old DuckTales, and that's what like Mats was watching. He wasn't watching more like current stuff really. And I was like, first of all, you would love Proud Family because like there's so much music, there's so many like cameos, and we were watching it, and we ended up watching a 10-minute compilation of just like Sugar Mama's best friends. And I was laughing so hard. He's like, this is a kid show, and I was like, exactly. It's a great show to this day.
Sugar Mama looked like they created her after my little mama.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, name and likeness almost.
Yep.
Lil Mama Sugar. They said can't make it too close.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like such a fucking Kyla Pratt stan. I was like, this is just the best.
Have you seen her recently?
I don't like your tone of way you said that.
Why?
Because I'm scared. It didn't sound like it was
No,
good.
she looks the exact
yeah.
same.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
she still looks like a
Dr.
child.
Doolittle.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, that's Dr. Doolittle right there. She's a fully grown, like, now it looks like she could finish her MD. She's a child?
Yes. Like, I still, like, she and I are the same age, but I think she looks like a child.
No, wait, hold up. You're telling...
And her child looks exactly like her.
No, what I'm picturing is just Kyla Pratt's face on a baby.
Yes.
That's crazy. This is like maybe the most extreme case of someone who has never aged.
I know. Like, it makes no sense.
No, like that, she's been famous her entire life and she's always looked like this.
She has 2 children.
2 children?
Look at this.
Oh,
and they're
my
like,
God.
like one of them looks like a preteen.
One of them is almost her height. Those are her. Those are her.
And the thing is like, I understand. Like, I have several friends who have children that are the same ages, but like, it's just, she just still looks the exact same.
Exact same. And also, like, she's never aged since she started.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God, Dr. Doolittle. Obsessed.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all. I'm JJ.
Hey, guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests to share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like, it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Hey everyone, join me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa DeMonts, for Don't Blame Me, But Am I Wrong?
Each week, we deliver 4 fun-filled shows.
In Don't Blame Me, we tackle our listeners' dilemmas with hilariously honest advice.
Then we have But Am I Wrong, which is for the listeners that didn't take our advice. Plus, we share our hot takes on current events.
Then tune in to See You Next Tuesday for our listener poll results from But Am I Wrong?
And finally, wrap up your week with Fisting Friday, where we catch up and talk all things pop culture.
Listen to Don't Blame Me, But Am I Wrong on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. She was recently doing carpet interviews. I think it was at the NAACP Awards. She was doing the red carpet interviews for it.
Oh, I loved her outfit. I like her style.
So then you did see her.
Oh, you're right, I did. I forgot. Yeah. I thought you meant something had happened with her.
No, I just meant that.
Have I seen her lately?
Yes.
No, I did, because I did see that outfit. But damn. I don't think I listened to her interviews though, so I want to hear her talk.
She sounds the exact same.
That's gonna be the part that's crazy.
That's why she can still in the new Proud Family.
Is she still Penny?
Yeah, she's still Penny.
Wow. She will always have a job. She will always have a fucking job.
She's gonna be like Bianca Lawson,
Melissa, the way I was just about to say. But Bianca Lawson is like, I'm not retiring anytime soon. You can't do this until I'm done doing it.
Right.
That was when I found that out. I was like, I was more shocked to find out her age than she was related to Beyonce. You know?
Ex now, but yeah.
That doesn't matter. It's still related. Don't take that away from her.
But she's also related to so many other people too. Her family tree is wild.
Crazy.
Yes.
And you get to have those genes. I'm like, winning.
Yes.
Happy for them. That's not how I will age. It's okay. We all know it.
All right, wrong of the week. Who's wrong? My turn after that tangent. 98% said that Starbucks is wrong. 2% said that Starbucks is not wrong.
Well, that's the results.
Hope you enjoyed.
Hope you loved getting fisted.
I was going to make a noise, but I decided I'm going to be a bigger person today.
I love that. Thank you. So kind.
Oh, you're welcome.
And there she goes. There she was. Ooh, anything else?
Nah.
I'm messing. Well, we will fish you later.
Bye-bye.
Do you love Disney? Do you love top 10 lists? Then you are going to love our hit podcast, Disney Countdown. I'm Megan, the Magical Millennial.
And I'm the Dapper Danielle.
On every episode of our fun and family-friendly show, we count down our top 10 lists of all things Disney. The parks, the movies, the music, the food, the lore. There is nothing we don't cover on our show.
We are famous for rabbit holes, Disney-themed games, and fun facts you didn't know you needed.
I had Danielle and Megan record some answers to seemingly meaningless questions. I asked Danielle what insect song is typically higher pitched in hotter temperatures and lower pitched in cooler temperatures.
You got this.
No, I didn't.
Don't believe that. About a wish coming true? Well, I didn't either. Of course, I'm just a
cicada. I'm crying. I'm so sorry, Jiminy.
You win that one.
So if you're looking for a healthy dose of Disney magic, check out Disney Countdown wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Rob Benedict.
And I am Richard Spate. We were both on a little show you might know called Supernatural.
It had a pretty good run, 15 seasons, 327 episodes.
And though we have seen, of course, every episode many times, we figured, hey, now that we're wrapped, let's watch it all again.
And we can't do that alone. So we're inviting the cast and crew that made the show along for the ride. We've got writers, producers, composers, directors, and we'll of course have some actors on as well, including some certain guys that played some certain pretty iconic brothers.
It was kind of a little bit of a left field choice in the best way possible.
The note from Kripke was, he's great, we love him, but we're looking for like a really intelligent Duchovny type.
With 15 seasons to explore, it's going to be the road trip of several lifetimes. So please join us and subscribe to Supernatural Then and Now.
Bitches on Comics is a bi-monthly interview podcast where we talk to the coolest LGBTQ plus folks and women in comics and pop culture.
Our unique perspectives and welcoming nature have earned us the honor of being named a best comic book podcast by Book Riot, Screen Rant, The Mary Sue, Comic Book Herald, and Comic Book Couples Counseling.
Bitches on Comics is hosted by moi, Monica Estrella Negra, filmmaker, writer, and co-founder of Audrey's Revenge Film.
And me, Essie Fleenor, comic and pop culture nerd and culture critic with writing in The Independent, Vice, Electric Literature, Star Trek, and so much more.
We're also both voting members of Gallica, the Society of LGBTQ plus entertainment critics.
Join Bitches on Comics for in-depth, hilarious, and heartfelt conversations with the likes of Stephanie Williams, Leah Anderson, and the late, great Rachel Pollack.
Listen to Bitches on Comics on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Or tune in at bitchesoncomics.com. New episodes every other Wednesday.